Hello, my name is Rich Klein. I'm president of Rich Klein Crisis Management in New York. I'm also the founder and host of The Crisis Show, which has now been seen at least once in more than 100 countries since I started the show in June 2012. What I want to tell you about today is a fairly new service that I'm offering to clients around the world, and it's just been a great tool and a lot of fun to use. And that is something called Google Helpouts. It's a tool that has been made available by Google that allows you and I to communicate by video at any time around the world. And just recently, I had the pleasure of working with a woman from Australia who had some crisis situations that could happen down the road, and we had a dialogue on video, and it was just a great relationship building tool, and we're going to be working together going forward. So check out the Crisis Management Advisor. If you Google that search term, you will find me. But if you can't remember that, I'm going to show you how to do that. So what you have to do then is just simply go to my website. You have my website address below, and as you can see right at the very top here under this video clip, it says engage the Crisis Management Advisor, if you can see my mouse. If you click on that link, it will take you to the Google page, the Helpouts page, where I do business. And there you can read about me. I urge you to watch the video right here to understand how this works. We can do this on camera or off, but I prefer to do it on camera so that we can see each other and look each other in the eye when we're talking about very important issues to your business. So why do you need to use the Crisis Management Advisor? Well, if you're a CEO or an executive of a company or an organization, you are going to be in a crisis situation. Let's face it, I don't have to tell you, if you watch the news, you know about natural disasters and workplace violence and active shooters and other situations like lawsuits that can really harm your reputation. And so what I do in my business, and I've been doing this for more than 25 years now, what I do is help you understand the three key timelines in a crisis: before, during, and after. And in my business and in my work here on Google Helpouts, I'm going to help you understand those three different components that you have to understand, and you have to participate in all of them. Folks, what happens very often is I'll get the call when someone's in the middle of a crisis, and then we're scrambling together to get the right messaging, to get the word out effectively, all the while that your company or organization is being heavily criticized in the media or on social media. And so it's most important that you understand how to prepare for the worst. And what I call this initial phase is the BSH phase, before stuff happens. So I help you create your messaging. I help you identify the actions you might need to take in a certain situation. And most importantly, I help you think about the kinds of crisis situations that maybe you didn't even think about that could impact your business. And like I said, it could be something that's connected to your industry. So maybe something happens in your industry. For example, there was a coal mining incident today in Turkey, and that could put pressure on your company to talk about your safety issues. So these are just examples of how you could be impacted. It's not always a direct impact. During a crisis, of course, there's so much you need to do, and that is the time when companies either survive or they go down when they don't handle a crisis well. We've seen this over and over again, and it doesn't have to be that way. So if you do the right preparation, you will do better in the middle of a crisis. And the third phase is the after a crisis subsides. That's when you rebuild your reputation. Now, many organizations and companies leave out that part. They forget that once a crisis subsides, that they still have a lot of work to do to rebuild their reputations with their critical audiences, whether that's shareholders, whether that's people in the community, whether that's employees, whether that's customers or clients. Usually it's all of the above. So again, it's the Crisis Management Advisor. It's a great way to work with me from wherever you are in the world. If you're not ready to work with me, though, please check out my website again, www.richkleincrisis.com. You could also go to my Twitter account, which is at Rich Klein Crisis. And you can also visit the website of The Crisis Show, where you'll get a lot of free information about crisis management, emergency management, and online reputation. That web address is www.thecrisisshow.com. You can look at the past 71 episodes of the show since June 2012, and basically we've looked at so many different situations. I think just by watching that, you'll get some ideas. But there's nothing like a customized approach to your crisis, to your potential crisis, to get that media training, to get that exercise in what employees need to do when a crisis hits, and who is responsible for what. I help you identify the people in your organization so that everybody is working as a team when a crisis situation hits. So if you have any questions or comments, please send me an email. That address is rich@richkleincrisis.com. Again, I'm the Crisis Management Advisor on Google Helpouts. Look forward to seeing you. Thanks for your time.